All right, now I've got an interesting little video over here. Let me share screen. This is the video that I'm talking about. Now, you might be familiar with this channel, or at least the English version of it, because I made a video on them on my main channel. He's never reacted to that, I think, but he has reacted to Wimmo. So now I'm sure Wimmo is going to make a reaction video to this, and this video will be released after Wimmo's reaction. But I'm recording this video right now before Wimmo has released that reaction, so I don't know what he's gonna say, but I'll watch the video and I'll look at what fundamental misconceptions he's making.
जो माफ करना, मेरे बाल आगे पीछे है, मैं थोड़ी देर वेट कर रहा था। मैं कह रहा था कि कोई पता नहीं खुद ब खुद बन जाए और ठीक हो जाए, लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली जो ये एथियस्ट मुल्हिद जो मेंटालिटी है मेरे काम नहीं आई। खैर, नेक्स्ट टाइम मैं थोड़ी
Did anyone find that joke funny? Was it even a joke? Okay.
खुद हाथ पांव हिलाने पड़ेंगे, थोड़ी मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी। तो इस एनालॉजी से मुझे एक वीडियो याद आई। एक इंस्टाग्राम पर है एक मुल्हिद, तो किसी ने मुझे उसका पेज भेजा था। इतना वो मशहूर नहीं है, आर्ग्यूमेंट से आपको पता चलेगा क्यों इतना मशहूर नहीं है। चलो हम
I don't know what mashhur means. Someone tell me in the comments. But I would assume, based on the context in which he's saying it, I would assume he's saying something like he's not so competent as an atheist or something like that.
वीडियो देखते हैं।
नास्तिक होने का क्या मतलब है?
भगवान कुछ नहीं होता, ईश्वर का अस्तित्व नहीं होता। इस प्रकार की चीजें जब मुझ जैसे नास्तिक धार्मिक लोगों से कहते हैं तो उन्हें बुरा लगता है और उन्हें लगता है कि उनसे कुछ छीना जा रहा है।
पॉज, स्टॉप, रोकिए, रुको और रुकोए। सबसे पहले वो बात करता है
Someone really a big fan of your antics? Okay, now just one second. God does not exist. When people hear that, this is how they feel, is what Wimmo said. But if you listen to Wimmo, now I'm a friend of his, if I know his exact position. If you listen to him for more than 10 seconds, you know his position is not that God does not exist, because you cannot prove the non-existence of anything, be it a god or a unicorn or a pink elephant, whatever it is. You cannot prove the non-existence of anything. What Wimmo is saying is, when a religious person hears things like their God does not exist, this is how they tend to feel. That's all he's saying. He's gone ahead and made an assumption that is his position, and you'll see that throughout this video. Let's watch what he's saying.
कि इमोशनल वीडियो, ये जो शॉर्ट्स होती है ना इंस्पिरेशन वाली, अच्छा ठीक है, एक मिनट, हम सैड नहीं फील करते, हम फील करते कि आप हमें धोखा दे रहे हो, क्योंकि जो कहता है कि ये चीज नहीं है, ये एक एक्टिव क्लेम है और उसके लिए एविडेंस रिक्वायर किया जाता है। अगर आप एक एक्टिव क्लेम पेश कर रहे हो तो एविडेंस भी दो, लेकिन जो
It's not an active claim, the word is positive claim. When someone makes a positive claim, you have to provide evidence, something, so you have to back up your statement. Now tell me, what is the positive claim? God exists or God does not exist? An atheist, I don't say that, Wimmo doesn't say this, but we'll just take a look at it. God exists or God does not exist. Which is the positive? This one, God exists, is the positive claim. That is what requires evidence. Now, he's probably provided some sort of evidence, Quran is evidence or some shit. That is not evidence. That doesn't even count remotely as evidence. It's not even evidence in my eyes. If that is evidence, then the Bible is evidence of the Christian God. Some Hindu holy book is the evidence of Hindu gods. It doesn't work that way. Harry Potter series is the evidence of the existence of Hogwarts and magic. It's not active claim, it's positive claim.
एथियस्ट होते, वो लेजी होते, उनसे हम एविडेंस मांगते तो वो फिर फैलेसी करते, टू कोई क्वी फैलेसी। तो ये टू कोई क्वी फैलेसी करते, जो लॉजिक में मिस्टेक होती है या फ्लो होती है। बेसिक डेफिनेशन समझ लो। टू कोई क्वी का मतलब, अगर कोई चीज कहता है आप ये कर रहे हो, तो वो कहता है हाँ आप ये कर रहे हो। तो उनसे जब हम एविडेंस मांगते हैं, वो कहते हैं हाँ आपका एविडेंस क्या है।
They're asking you for evidence because you're the one making a positive claim. A theist is the one saying that I believe in the God of my religion. What is your evidence? That's why people ask. Because the positive claim is being made by you.
देखो, आप एक negation कर रहे हो। Atheist, theist का मतलब somebody who believes.
See, a negation cannot be proved. A negative cannot be proved.
God, आप कह रहे हो नहीं, खुदा नहीं है। तो अगर आप confirm कह रहे हो खुदा नहीं है, तो आप इस confirmed position पर किस तरह आए? आप हमें बता सकते हो?
Yeah, that's what I'd like to ask you. Your confirmed position is that God does exist. How did you come to that?
लॉजिकल पोजीशन, मैंने लास्ट वीडियो में बोला था, अग्नोस्टिसिज्म एक लॉजिकल पोजीशन है, एथिज्म इज नॉट ए लॉजिकल पोजीशन. पहली
Great, that's great. We're not stupid. We understand logic also. We'll never say that my position is that God does not exist. I don't say that. I call myself an agnostic atheist. Although now I think that definition of agnostic atheist is redundant. I say I'm an atheist. Atheist means we don't believe in a God, not that God does not exist. We don't say that. To make it easier for you, I'll say agnostic atheist means we don't believe in a God, but we cannot prove that God does not exist. No one can prove anything does not exist. Think about that.
ये बात हुई. दूसरी ये बात है कि क्या हमारे दोस्त इधर कह सकते हैं कि उन्होंने सारा एविडेंस फॉर गॉड देखा है? पहले तो ये
Do we have to look at all the evidence? You're gonna show some evidence like Quran is evidence or Bible is evidence or some shitty low quality thing you're gonna show us and claim that that's evidence. But it isn't. That's not how it works. I just want to go back to the previous point. You said that agnosticism is a logical point and atheism is not logical. In that case, how is theism logical? How does saying that God does exist, how is that logical?
बात है, क्योंकि अगर आपने सारा एविडेंस देखा है और फिर आप कंक्लूड करते हो कि यस सारे एविडेंस देख के कोई गॉड नहीं है, फिर और बात है. लेकिन अगर आपने सारा
This is bringing in a philosophical idea called problem of induction. The problem of induction is that, okay, let's say you have a theory that you're saying all swans are white. You cannot say that this statement is true until you've seen every single swan in the world and you've seen that they are white. You have not seen all the evidence, basically. So the statement that you're making, it's not true. It is just a theory. Fun fact, black swans were discovered in Australia, so that statement is not true. Now, the problem of induction is that a statement will remain a theory until, or a hypothesis in this case, until you've seen all the pieces of evidence there is. See, I can point to a lot of things. You have a gigantic universe of which we are a tiny speck. The earth is a tiny speck. God is so concerned with people and things on the earth that here he had to make such a massive universe just for that tiny speck. How inefficient is that? Now, how on earth are we going to look over the whole universe and find every single piece, turn over every single speck of dust and make sure God is not there? That's impossible. See, there's a reason why I said it's impossible to prove a certain thing does not exist.
सारा एविडेंस नहीं देखा, आप कंफर्म कैसे कह सकते हो? पहली तो ये बात हुई.
That's a good point.
दूसरी ये बात है, क्या आप कंसीव कर सकते हो, क्या मुमकिन है कि आप तक एविडेंस पहुंचाए तो आपने उसको मिसअंडरस्टैंड किया? क्या ये कंसीवेबल है? क्या ये हो सकता है?
Yeah, he's going to say we misunderstood the Quran. The true understanding is with him. I will actually open my fallacy card. This is basically burden of proof fallacy and untestable claims. Non-existence is an untestable claim.
अगर ये हो सकता है, फिर आप इतनी सॉलिड पोजीशन ऑफ एथिज्म आपको नहीं लेनी चाहिए. आपको agnostic पोजीशन लेनी चाहिए कि I don't know.
और जो
Our position is an agnostic one. Agnostic atheism is an actual thing. You can look it up. I'm saying the same thing over and over again because he's making the same mistaken logic over and over again. No one can say for sure that a certain thing does not exist. So we have to say I don't know. And we do say I don't know.
मैसेज है नास्तिक होने का, वो असल में एक घृणा वाला मैसेज है, जबकि ये सच्चाई का बिल्कुल ऑपोजिट है. क्योंकि असल में नास्तिक जो कह रहा होता है वो ये है कि हमारे ऊपर कोई नहीं है, हमारे बाहर कोई नहीं है. इस अजीब सी दुनिया में, इस विशाल ब्रह्मांड में मेरे पास सिर्फ तुम हो और तुम्हारे पास सिर्फ मैं हूं.
अच्छा, मैं आर्ग्यू करूंगा कि ये एक्चुअली एक पोजीशन ऑफ हेट की तरफ लीड करती है एथिज्म. क्यों? क्योंकि एथिस्ट के पास कोई ऑब्जेक्टिव मोरालिटी नहीं होती. उनका सही और गलत का जो यार्ड स्टिक है वो चेंज होता रहता है.
I don't watch the whole video anyway. It's going to be a long ass video. My video is going to be a long ass video. So I'm only gonna finish this point and then we're done with the video. Saying that an atheist has no objective morality. This thing, what exactly is morality? It's having empathy, having an understanding of what a person is going through. That is sympathy. Okay, but putting yourself in the shoes of another person and understanding their position, that's what empathy is. All morality kind of comes from empathy. You wouldn't kill a person because you wouldn't want that done to you. It's the exact same thing. We as animals evolved with a sense of empathy, because that is something that improves chances of survival. So our sense of morality is kind of ingrained within us. Now, religions that came like 2,000, 3,000 years ago, humanity has been around for hundreds of thousands of years. But religions that came around back then claim to have that source of morality. What is that source of morality? An unfounded God? Is that your basis of morality? No. Morality is something that is inbuilt within us, and that's the source that we atheists or anyone uses. See, if you look at the Quran or the Bible, there are verses that you will reject. You will say that, oh, okay, killing all the Israelites is something that shouldn't have been done. That is something you conclude based on your inner sense of morality. Where did that sense come from? Now, if you're saying God, then God's action is opposite to this morality, right? Now, just because that, you shouldn't say that morality can be anything. It can't. It is a certain specific thing that is common to all of us.
पर्सन की सब्जेक्टिव मोरालिटी पर उनकी सब्जेक्टिव मोरालिटी डिपेंड करती है. मतलब अगर वो एक सोसाइटी के अंदर रह रहे जिससे डेमोक्रेटिकली वो कहते हैं कि इंसानी चमड़ी बंदा खा सकता है, अगर जरूरत हो तो वो कहेंगे ये ठीक है.
I don't know what half the Hindi/Urdu words he said means, but okay. He's probably talking about some food that is declared haram in the Quran. But okay, I'll leave it up to you to decipher whatever implications what he's saying means.
well, आपको नहीं अच्छी लगती, आप होमोसेक्सुअलिटी को देख लो. जब हम जिन्स जो रिश्ते होते पहले इन मुल्कों के अंदर भी वो एक साइकोलॉजिकल कंडीशन उसको माना जाता था, लेकिन अब कहते जो उसको नहीं तस्लीम करते वो बैकवर्ड्स है, उनकी साइकोलॉजिकल प्रॉब्लम है, और औरतों का नंगा होना भी. तो ये सोसाइटी से चेंज होता जाता है. तो जो सोसाइटी पर डिपेंड करता है वो एक किस्म का लोगों की मनमानियों पर डिपेंड करता है, और इसलिए कुरान.
You do realize that whatever morality the Quran or your God tells you is also the morality of the society back then, right? The rules or the prescriptions that your books, your religious holy books give you are the societal moralities of that time. I think that's enough. I'm not going to react to more of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one.